the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Set, lady! Mike 54, Mike 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check it back, check it back. Hurry! He's got 11. We got double.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Check 32.
Back to throw, Stafford. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set, lady! Check Mike 21. Hey. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 59. Watch the turn.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Hey, pick up. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Big 20. 50.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, check 24, check 24. Say go.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Double right.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st
and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey. We got 4. Ready, hot. 0. Ready, hot.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, give me radar. Watch twins. Shit. 36. Watch twins, 59.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Easy, alert. 50. Hey, zoom.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Back 22, 0. Hey, Haywood. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 22. Hey, check. Hey, Charlie. 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
They snap it to Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 60 or. You draw Corker.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Go.
Jones operating from the gun. Completes it to Jennings. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Switch. He's crossing. He's checking. Hey, Foxtrot. Yep. Now.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On the ball,
They'll run on 1st down. Michel, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run with Michel. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
59!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Muhammad. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Check, Mike. Hey, 50. 54. Watch twist. Stay 50, stay 50.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Rock it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 9. Joker. Jim. Go.
From the gun, Jones flushed out right. finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
C6. Go. Check Mike 21.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This is Jennings.
Jones pass complete to Gary Jennings. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. That's going to be caught. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sony Michel as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Let it go here. Don't be scared of it.
The final shot before the break, Stanford. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Let's go, let's bring it. He's checking. Crash.
On the ground, this is Michel. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready.
And it's Michel once again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Sony Michel, 42 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. Step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So they will go for it. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use... And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Following the penalty, Michel, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll make it a second down. Back now at Ford Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Alert 3, alert
On the ground is Michel, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Five. Hey, lock it. On the ball. 80 weapons. Check that. You're out. Let's go.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
Jones throwing on 4th down, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 1st down, Stafford here. They find some open field here, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Again, it's Michel.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Cuts back right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready, ready. 90, Wolf. 6-6, pull it high. Gone.
He's coming, double up.
5.
Here's Jones on first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Muhammad, and he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check. Under 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Now a first down throw. Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 20. Middle.
Throwing again. Stafford on the check down. He finds Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Stafford looks to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig, had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you